Good day, math learners! Welcome to session 4.2. This is a continuation of session 4.1 on solving problems involving circles and its properties. Again, this is Teacher Beth, your facilitator for PreCalculus. Our specific objective for this session is to identify the center and radius of a circle given the equation of the circle. Okay, let's begin. We are going to work on 4 problems today in this session, which has a focus on identifying the center and radius of the circle with the given equation for A, for B, for C, and for D in these items. Alright, let's begin. Problem 1.A. We are asked to identify the center and the radius of the circle with the equation x squared plus y squared equal to 1/2. So to recall again, we have the equation of the circle is x minus h quantity squared, the standard form, plus y minus k quantity squared equal to r squared, where h and k is the center of the circle and r is the radius. Alright, so since we are given, let's have here the solution. Since we are given x squared plus y squared equal to 1/2, this tells us that obviously our h and our k are 0. So this should have been x minus 0 quantity squared plus y minus 0 quantity squared equal to 1/2. Okay, so since this is just 0, therefore we can say that the center of our circle is at 0, 0. And our problem now is to find the radius. We know that the radius is, as given here, it is r squared. Okay, so therefore r squared here is equal to 1/2. Alright, so if this is 1/2, we need to find the value of r. We need to find r. To find that, we just need to extract the root on both sides of the equation. So extract the root. Okay, so we have r here equal to plus minus what? Plus minus 1 over square root of 2. Okay, now since it is on the condition that x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equal to r squared is the standard form of the equation with r greater than 0. So if r is greater than 0, then the r value that we need to get from here is the positive 1 over square root of 2. Okay, so this is 1 over square root of 2, and we need to rationalize that. Multiply by square root of 2 over square root of 2, that is square root of 2 over square root of 4 equal to square root of 2 over 2. So our radius is square root of 2 over 2, and our center is at 0, 0. Right, let's proceed to the next example. The next problem, 1.B. 1.B, we are given 8x squared plus 8y squared equal to 512. Identify the center and the radius of the circle. So, solution. Since we have 8x squared plus 8y squared equal to 512, we need to divide both sides of the equation by 8, so we only have x squared plus y squared at the right, and that's equal to 512 divided by 8 is 64. Okay, obviously by this form our h and k is 0, 0. Okay, it's 0, 0. Therefore, the center of our circle is at 0, 0, and the radius is at 8. Okay, because this is 64, and that's equal to r squared, and so r is equal to 8. That's simple. We already have the answer. Let's proceed to problem 1.c. Alright, so now let's come to example, problem 1.c. Okay, so we have the given equation of the circle is already in standard form. That's x plus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared equal to 4. So here, we need to find, let me first change my ink to white. Okay, so we need to find the center and the radius of our circle. So since we are already given the equation in standard form, therefore this is our h and this is our k. So we have for h, that's equal to negative 3 because that's plus 3, and for k we have 1. So our center, the center of our circle would be at negative 3, 1, and the radius of our circle is at 2 because the square root r squared is equal to 4, therefore r is equal to 2. We take the positive root of that. Okay, because we're talking about the radius of the circle and it should be greater than 0. Length is always positive, greater than 0. Okay, so now let's proceed to problem 1.d. Okay, now the equation given to us is x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. So we need to find the center and the radius of this circle. So we have x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 4y minus 1 equal to 0. So as you can see, the equation given to us is in the general form. So to find the center and the radius, we just need to transform this, express this into the standard form of the equation of a circle. And to do that, the first thing that we need to do is we group together the terms in our equation with the same variable. So we have x squared minus 2x plus y squared plus 4y, and then we transpose the constant here to the other side, that's positive 1. If you can notice, this is the same problem in the previous session, session 4.1. Okay, so we already have here two groups of binomial. We try to express this into perfect square trinomial. Okay, and to do that, we just have to find the third term. Okay, so x squared minus 2x plus something there plus y squared plus 4y plus something equal to 1. Okay, and to find the third term, you take the constant of the second term, which is 2, divide that always by 2, and you square it. And the answer here is 1. So that's plus 1. And for the next one, we have 4 divided by 2 quantity squared. That is 2. 2 squared is equal to 4. So this is plus 4. And so whatever you add, again, I always repeat this, especially to my learners, whatever you do to the left side of the equation, you also have to do it to the right to maintain equality. Because it's an equation, meaning it's equal. Both sides are equal. So 1 plus 1 because of this one here, and plus 4 for this 4. Okay, so we have, the next thing that we're going to do is transform this into a perfect square, into a square of a binomial. So to get the square of the binomial, the terms, get the square root of the first term and then the square root of the second term. The square root of 1 is just 1. You square that. The sign in between will depend on the sign of the middle term. That's minus. Okay, plus the the same thing, square root of y squared is y, square root of 4 is 2. You square that, sign of the middle term is positive, so that's positive equal to 6. Therefore, the center of our circle is at 1 and negative 2, and the radius of our circle is square root of 6. That's it, math learners. I hope you have learned something in this session 4.2 on solving problems involving circles and its properties.